Yep, quite literally right when I got on here. So we'll be working around him a little bit today. I hope you guys are doing good. May you be blessed with positive, peaceful, and beautiful energy in your lives. I ask that this energy be cleansed and cleared for our read today. And I thank my guides and ancestors for leading the way. I thank you all for being here, and if you guys want to be able to donate or make a purchase, you can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wishlist in the description box below. If you want to make a purchase that's not in the video today, you can find my services as well as the prices and contact information too. Thank you guys for whatever support you show me, whether it be through those methods or through liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that. Today has been a bit of a rough morning. That's why I decided we are going with a karmic reading today, or a karma reading today. So, this is going to be for people who have dealt with some sort of poisoning or some sort of animal deaths around you, or maybe even physical wounds that you've suffered in some way. Maybe even destruction in your love life that seems like it's supernatural in a way. Some of you may actually even be working on certain specific ways of destroying yourself in some way because of the pain or hurt or heartbreak that you're going through with what you're going through. Yeah, same here. Plenty of stuff in my cups and bottles over the last couple years. Anything ever happens, there's plenty of them left for evidence, because I've saved some of them. Hi, Insomnia. Nice to see you. Got a thing for you. What you won't do for love. SOS. Need help. Come quick. They actually came. Hi, Tarot Sage. Nice to see you. I do know this much. My ancestors have been on a very tight leash for a while now. And this morning I gave them free rein. Whoever sent that my way, it's coming back to them today. I find my shadows, or I face my shadows, and I find the light. Damn. Battery acid in your food. That's pretty fucked up. Mine were trying to go with a more subtle approach. Still things that could kill me, but you know, they wanted to make it look like it was self-inflicted poison, kind of like this lovely chlorine bottle says here. Self-inflicted poison. Good morning, good night, peaceful sleep. So as this jackass is dealing with the repercussions of their clown games, you're going to be sleeping peacefully again. Ouch. I've had a little bit of that. Occasionally cigarettes. Yeah. It's been a fun ride the last couple years. So, sacrificial lamb. Somebody wanted to sacrifice you in some sort of way. Somebody was extremely angry, and their anger was focused on you. This could have been something to do with how healthy you are or the lifestyle you choose to lead. You may choose to drink a lot of water. So that could be one of the reasons why they chose to attack you through that method. Somebody could choose to spend their time and their love and their energy on their animals. They may do things for their animals that they would never consider doing for people because their animals are there for them in ways that their people are not. New playlist. It is time to branch out. So it might be time to visit different songs or different playlists in general to raise your vibrations. Last summer, everybody's like, oh, make sure you lock your doors and windows because of what I had going on with the people attacking me. And the people breaking into my trailer constantly and constantly putting shit in my food and my drinks. Yeah, In 105-degree weather, I'm gonna lock my trailer's doors and windows with no air conditioning. Hell no. But I slept peacefully every night because I knew that they weren't gonna be able to take me out. You're gonna be filled with a very strong level of faith, a strong level of knowing how protected you actually are. With all of this going on, you're still standing here. Holy fuck, right? Exactly. Every time I turn around, I can't leave a drink alone for 5 seconds. I swear. Every time I turn around, there's shit in a new bottle, and yeah. Luckily, I don't have any tap water that they can actually put anything in, or a well that they can put anything in, because, you know, I don't have running water. Cold days. Love, strange feelings and foreign thoughts, attachments, codependencies. Definitely tried to attack your love life in a lot of ways as well. Fun and games, date night, messages. They may be trying to affect your money flow, your vibrations, whether or not you can sleep good at night, whether or not you can go out and have fun, whether or not you can just be carefree and enjoy your life. They may have even tried to do blood magic on you in some sort of way. For one or two of you, they may have actually used a relative's blood, but what they're not realizing is those are not your real relatives. You may not even know that. There's going to be sudden thoughts occurring to you, sudden realizations coming in for you. First off, of how much of a jackass this person is. And also, they could have been trying to cause you to really get into a very impure, lower, negative vibrational energy as well. They could have been trying to affect your thoughts in some way, cause you to have thoughts that are not your own, cause you to have feelings that are not your own. Nature's the best place to get your shit, especially since nobody can tamper with it beforehand. They could have even tried to ruin a vacation of some sort as well. This person is going to be dealing with a lot of codependencies of their own. They're going to be having a lot of insomnia as well, a lot of nightmares. They're going to be dreaming about some of the consequences that are coming to them before they come to them. This person's going to have to deal with people invading their mind space and their heart space like they've done to you. You could have turned your back on this person and decided that you were done dealing with the bullshit that was going on with them, or around them, or whatever the case may be. Somebody else could have turned their back on this person as well. This could have actually been a friend, a partner, something like that of this person who decided because of jealousy to take action against you. Unexpected betrayal always hits hard. Your life is going to be leveling up and upgrading because you are choosing to see the shadows within yourself, because you are choosing to see these things that are triggering you, and how to best remain peaceful and in a higher vibrational energy during and throughout everything that they're throwing your way. I've been doing this every morning here for a while. This is not the normal time they do that. Somebody could have been very irritated with the knowledge that you had about certain things, or the strong feelings you had about certain things. Or maybe the way that you spoke about certain things. Maybe they felt like you were trying to tell them what to do. Nice. Sounds like a very healthy diet. Some of you could actually have a very high tolerance for certain things as well. I have a very high tolerance for things. It's pretty amazing sometimes how high that tolerance is. For some of you, this could actually be somebody who has been there for you when you've reached out for help. Who actually showed up. Especially if it was like you didn't say anything to anybody, you just reached out spiritually for help. There could definitely be something with your animals here as well. There was something with my animals here this morning. They censor themselves too much. Wish they would just be honest and stop caring what others think about it. Sometimes it is easier said than done, but know that you'll be much happier if you do. After a kitten was stolen yesterday, that's the only explanation for it, because it's nowhere in that house, and mama cat couldn't get in or out, and I looked everywhere. Well, you know what? That one might have gotten away lucky, because the other 3 were dead this morning. Perfectly healthy to dead. There's no marks on them. The only thing going on with those 3 is they are soaking wet because my dog keeps trying to bring them back to life. The only 2 that were anywhere in proximity of those kittens was my tiny dog, who has had 3 litters of her own and taken care of stray kittens that have come to our house, including the mother of those kittens, and the mom. And she was so happy to have those babies. She was purring and cuddling them, and you can see the videos even. So they are definitely getting back for what they put out right there. I've had a leash, a tight leash on my ancestors, and no, I don't want anybody to be hurt and blah, blah, blah. Well, first blood's been drawn. Grateful it wasn't worse. They have a mental health disorder. They're so hard to be around or understand. Sometimes they fly off the handle for no reason. A lot of people with mental health issues, or blame people for having mental health issues, because they have a lack of respect, or they treat people unfairly. Somebody may be scapegoating you. So there's definitely been people that have been trying to make you out to be the bad guy in some way, or have been trying to make you out to be crazy, or have been trying to get people to see you in a certain way so it can excuse their actions or behaviors towards you in ways. They may have been spreading rumors, lies, gossip, creating drama in your life. They also may tell people that you don't speak the same way around them as you do around them in person, when it's just the 2 of you. They may tell people that you lie, or that you are not as honest as you want people to believe you are. Definitely some gang stalking going on there, yes. Crying is not something that you do a lot of, but you truly mean it when you do. There are those that are standing up for you in those circumstances. This person may be trying to make it sound like you're a drama starter, an attention seeker, or something along those lines. And people are stepping in saying, no, that's not true, because this person is very genuine in their emotions and in their feelings. And it could be, too, that people may be wishing that you'd be more honest about the sensitivity that you have, or the pain that you feel. I cried a lot this morning. Although I didn't really let the person that was there see a whole lot of it. I let him see a little bit of it, but that was about it. I needed that to be for just me and my babies because they were the ones who got to see it. They're the ones who are there all the time. Your singing is amazing. It inspires others and brings peace and contentment. Your voice is almost hypnotizing. So somebody could be trying to claim in some way that you are a siren or that you are putting spells over people through the words that you speak or through the songs that you sing. Somebody could have actually been trying to put you under some sort of hypnosis or spell in some way through their singing. Listen to the music that's going on when you're around people. There was somebody a couple years ago that really liked to play what is that song? Heaven could be something like this. Kane Brown, Heaven. They used to play that a lot. And this was somebody that, you know, I knew they didn't have the feelings for me that I had for them. But that was one of the songs that they really enjoyed playing in my company. There are people that will use music to kind of gear and shift the energy of the room and the environment intentionally to fit their means or their purpose in some way. So there could be something like that going on as well. Trying to cause you to be attached to them or attached to somebody else in an unhealthy way. Something along those lines. I agree. Any negative energy sent towards me, from that energy, I'm now free. Anyone sending death my way, it falls away this very day. Anything they send our way, we'll be able to handle, and they will be the ones to pay. Your outfits are so unique. You are one of a kind. No one could ever fill your shoes even if they tried. You're very different. Don't feel like that's a bad thing. It's what makes you beautiful and what makes you you. Don't ever change unless it's to bring more of you out. So these people wanted you to change. These people wanted you to shift. They wanted you to be what they wanted you to be instead of allowing you to be free, to be who you are. These people may have been very upset that they could not ensnare you in some way or could not contain you in some way. They could not cause you to be out of character for who you are or cause you to get into an energy that is not yours to hold. And this could have aggravated them, irritated them, made them very angry because this person is used to getting their way. They're not used to people being able to withstand whatever energies they're sending their way. Yeah, they're definitely not used to people being able to resist the temptations they throw their way. Being able to walk away. They're non-committal and can't handle their emotions well. When things get hard, they're gone. They throw fits and they need to grow up. Ask yourself who in your life this resembles. If it's you, then it's time to work on your trust issues. And if it's not, and it reminds you of someone else, then this person is projecting their blame so they don't have to look in the mirror. So once again, with that scapegoating energy, someone may have been extremely non-committal with you in the past. They could have tried to cause you to believe that they were on your side or that they were rooting for you or that they were there for you in some way. They could have really went out of their way to dress it up really nice and pretty and put a bow on it to make you think that it was safe to be around them and in their energy, or that they would be there for you at the end of the day, when in reality they had absolutely no intention of that. They wanted to get you in an energy of feeling like you needed them in some way to be able to survive or to be able to thrive in your life. But your abundance does not rely on this person. Your abundance is now free. They cannot steal your energy. They are removed from your vibe. No longer can they imbibe. It's time now for them to flee. If they don't, karma will make them see. So, see what else we have here. Black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Love that. They actually killed a black cat when they did that this morning. Fortune meets opportunity. Whatever they hoped to gain by these sacrifices they were trying to make, by using you or those you love as a sacrifice, or trying to destroy things in your life to get you into this negative energy, that sacrifice is backfiring on them. And it's shooting fortune and abundance your way. It's shooting opportunities your way. This was the last straw for them. Whatever it is that they have done recently, or whatever it is that they're getting ready to do within the next couple days, this is the last straw for them. The smoke and mirrors are going to be cleared, and everything is going to be seen as it is. They tried to convince people that you were evil in some way, that you would cause misfortune to come their way. People also thought that if they harmed you in some way, that fortune, good luck, and abundance, prosperity would roll in for them. And honestly, that could have been something that was intentionally done by spirit. The first couple who did that, it may have started out looking that way. But they got back 10 times worse than what they gave out at the end of the day. And it all started with thinking that they were going to get away with it, or thinking that it somehow improved their life. And then their entire life went down the toilet. For a lot of you, this is going to be people that were trying to get out of jail time or trying to get away with certain crimes that they have committed, certain acts that were really treacherous. And now these people are really going to be seeing that the crimes they committed before were nothing compared to what they have been working on recently, and the karma that is going to inflict their life because of it. Wise seeing and wise action. Invisibility, authenticity. You're being asked to take some time away from the energies of others if that's what you need. What's funny is one of the people who's been doing a lot of this asked me at one point in time, what if people could be invisible? And he didn't mean it like, they're invisible, unseen, unheard, unnoticed. He meant it like people actually being invisible. Which would make some sense in some ways. Is being seen your authenticity? Or is being unseen your authenticity? Just out of curiosity, what is most authentic to you? The owl sees everything. 55. Changes, transformations, growth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, learning. Everything that you've gone through in these situations has caused you to level up repeatedly, to level up, and level up and level up and level up again. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. And so the person that these people are facing today is above their pay grade. Because you were already at a level higher than them when they came towards you. But now, after the repeated attacks that you have been suffering the last few years, your level has shot through the roof. And there's not many that could actually mess with you. They underestimated you and they sent some very lower base people towards you in the beginning. And those people caused you to level up, and the next people caused you to level up. Finally, they decided, oh shit, we better send some heavy hitters in there. And now they're like, holy fuck, they took them out too. Because that's what's happening. They're all getting knocked down one by one. The song that's coming to mind right now. You should see me in a crown. I'm gonna run this nothing town. Watch me make them bow one by one by one. Count my cards, watch them fall. Blood on a marble wall. I like the way they all scream. Tell me which one is worse, living or dying first, sleeping inside a hearse. Awesome, thank you, beautiful. I will answer them between the questions, or between the collective readings, so go ahead and ask them anytime. So, Justice, Angel, the amount of darkness he's seen, the amount of darkness he has dealt. The amount of darkness he has avoided stepping into when people have brought darkness to his door with a soul. I feel like this person's sacrifice, one of the ways that it's going to be backfiring, they took a life and they're going to feel that pain. This person may be somebody who has never felt much pain before. They may have got a lot of enjoyment out of torturing people, watching them squirm, hearing them cry. Well, tonight, this person's going to be feeling empathy for the first time. And this empathy is going to infect them. This person may actually become very much of a recluse. They may not be able to stand to be around people for a while, if ever, because they're going to be feeling everything and everyone around them at all times. This person may have wondered for a long time what that felt like. Well, now they're going to get to know. And this empathy, it's not going to be a gift for them. It's not going to be a blessing for them. It's going to be a curse. It's going to be a curse because they're going to have to feel over and over again all the pain, hurt, sadness, loss, despair, and darkness that they have made people feel throughout their time. Some of these people may even be getting picked up by the law as well. Someone's going to be getting picked up as a child molester. There's a few of those getting ready to get picked up. A life for a life. Their life will be taken away from them in some way. And I don't feel like it's going to be dying. It's going to be having to live. Your actions, your knowledge, your wisdom, and your understanding of everything that's been going on here, your observation skills, your intelligence, your awareness, and your vigilance. Those are all things that are going into creating a beautiful life for yourself right now. And you're going to continue creating this beautiful life. You're going to continue receiving motivation, drive, ambition. You're going to continue receiving inspiration and inspired thought. You're going to continue taking action. Xander, Xander felt like he lost that eye because he didn't trust Buffy, because he betrayed her in her time of need. He really felt like he was a big part of the reason why that happened. So this person is going to be feeling like it is their own fault too, for once in their life. Instead of feeling like it's everyone else's fault, and instead of trying to blame everything on everyone else and scapegoat everyone else, this person is really going to be feeling their own blame. This person's going to be feeling a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of hurt, and a lot of pain. And they're going to be knowing that they are the ones who caused this pain to come rain on their parade. I'm going to grab a couple karma cards for this particular pull, and then I'm going to answer your question, and we will do some more for the collective after that. So, we'll be out on their ass because no one believes their BS anymore. So this person is going to be being thrown out on their ass. They're not going to have support in their corner anymore. They're not going to have anybody to back them up anymore. They're not going to have anybody to provide for them anymore, because people are noticing and realizing what this person's been doing, and they're no longer going to believe their lies and BS anymore. All that beautiful energy that they had to be able to manipulate people with, that gift they had for communication, and how effectively and deeply it struck a person, that's going out the door. No longer are they going to have that silver tongue that has been wagging. People will be whispering about them. Gossip will surround all of their business. Wow, that came out. Oh, okay. I was like, that came out twice, but apparently it needed to be read again. It did not, because it was right here. I was like, I didn't have one of those in my karma bag. Crying is not something that you do a lot, but you truly mean it when you do. So people could have actually seen you open up about this, saw your emotions involved with it, saw how you felt about it. And people could have been trying to say that you were this evil person that was doing all of this. Once again, with that scapegoating energy. But now people are like, holy shit, it's definitely not that person. I've seen that person. I've seen who they really are. I don't blame you if you move on. I'm a mess. Can't do it like you. Seen as a fraud. Sadness, hurt, shame, regret, guilt plagues them for how they treated you. So this person is going to be haunted night and day, day and night, cootie, for how they have hurt you and the things that they have done, for trying to pretend to be you and trying to accuse you of being the person they are. 3322. 46 could be an important number too. This person is going to be feeling like they can't blame anybody if they walk away. They aren't even going to be attempting to keep anyone there, because this person is going to be feeling like they don't deserve to have anyone around them. They don't deserve love. They don't deserve kindness. They don't deserve care. I don't even think they're going to be able to handle people looking at them for a while, because this person is going to be mired in so much guilt, shame, despair, hurt, and pain over the anger that they had within them that turned them into this monster. They're going to be seeing themselves as a monster. Quite literally, like Angel when he was hiding in the sewer after he was cursed with a soul. Not blessed with a soul, but cursed with a soul. He was hiding in the sewers for years after that because he couldn't be around people, and he couldn't even function, really. He could function about enough to keep himself alive, and that was about it. Because survival is definitely an instinct that is hard to avoid. This person may actually even deal with suicide a little bit as well. Suicidal thoughts or feelings. They're going to be feeling with a lot of strange feelings, or dealing with a lot of strange feelings, foreign thoughts, things they're not used to, because they are not used to having empathy or caring so much about the people around them. But something in your energy and something in your demeanor and something in who you are is something that is causing this for them. Southern Belle. What type of black magic has Jaslyn Echo done to you recently? What is Jaslyn Echo's karma for the recent black magic she's done? Second time in a year. So let's see. What type of black magic has this person sent towards you? Scrying, intuition, trying to mess with the messages, the signs, and the synchronicities that you've been receiving, trying to mess with your intuition, trying to pull you out of a peaceful state of being so that you are no longer on point in what you're seeing. You may want to cleanse all of your materials that you use. Full moon is the best time to do it, but anytime you can really do it. Sun works very well. Rituals, chanting, sage, salt, Palo Santo. Lavender would be a good thing to keep on you or around you, as well as clear quartz crystal and obsidian. Or, see what other, if you can't find obsidian, there's other stones that work too. Dalmatian stone is a good one. That one's more for balancing, though. I'm trying to think of the hematite. Hematite is a good one as well. Cauldron, synergy and healing. The way that you work with others, and if you work in healing at all, this is something that they've been trying to affect as well. Trying to cause you to be delayed, trying to cause you to see things from different perspectives than your own. You're welcome, sweetheart. This person may actually be like hoping that you will overwork yourself to the point that you end up having to go to the hospital for something, that you end up getting really sick. They're trying to delay and stagnate blessings or opportunities from coming to you. But this person cannot take what is yours and what rightfully belongs to you. I'm going to grab a couple of these picture cards too. Be happy. Possibly trying to affect your imagination in some way. And the delays they could be trying to cause in your life could be the way that you are able to move around. Could be some vehicle problems, or even if you've been trying to move, they could be trying to keep you stuck and keep you from being able to be free-flowing or free-flying, because they know that as you fly freely, abundance greets you. And maybe even causing you to feel like you need things that you don't, or to spend money on things that aren't necessarily something that are actually important to you. Mainly because it's like this feeling of lack that they're trying to place on you and in your life. I'm going to pull a couple why messages too. So why did they do this? When you threatened order and control in this person's life, and the order and control they had over your life, they did whatever they could to get it back. Illusion spells, yes. Under extreme emotional duress, super stressed and PTSD combined. So this person could have been going through a lot of PTSD. They could have experienced a lot of experiences with abandonment and neglect. And I'm not excusing their behavior by any means. But abandonment and neglect is a lot of what could have been adding to this person's PTSD when it came to lashing out and attacking you for freeing yourself from their control and for moving away from their energy. Because this person felt like they were losing you, and they felt like, as a consequence, everything in their life was falling apart. They felt very unloved, unseen, unheard. They felt like they had no control over anything, and everything was falling apart all around them. And they lashed out at you because of it. So, the karma that is going to be coming their way for this. You used to go to her for services, but her rudeness is what turned you off as a customer. Yes, I was done with her foolery. I can understand that. And you know, there's a lot of them out there. You really got to pay attention to the ones that you're working with, because there is a lot of them out there that are very nasty. One of the people that attacked me over recent time, it probably had a lot to do with the psychic that they were working with that told them that they would get abundance out of it. Not my problem that they listened to them. And actually, they didn't fully listen to them, because, you know, he was all upset because, you know, he could have had the money now if he would have had the balls to do what he needed to do. And then as he went to try it, he ended up getting taken care of. Crimes are uncovered and consequences are coming. So this person's crimes, they've committed some other crimes where there's actually physical evidence and proof of these crimes. And there's going to be consequences coming for the actions that they've taken. A stigma will be attached to them, and it will be hard to break this. So people are going to be finding out about these things they've done. Exactly. There is a couple of them in particular that are very popular on YouTube that have been working extremely hard to shadow ban me for the last 4 years, who have sent a lot of hexes, death spells, curses. One of them had a miscarriage at one point. I wonder why. An example will be made of them. And all of them have copied. Every time my energy shifted, every time I've done things different, they've all taken it and copied it and tried to sell it as theirs. And it's a very inauthentic energy to who they are, because they are very bitter people. Very bitter people that are constantly talking about bitter things and somehow trying to throw in all of that love and light in the middle of it. And it just don't fit there. So I'm surprised people haven't seen it sooner. There was actually somebody that was trying to come forward about that abuse a while back, and everybody on her channel lashed out at them too. It was pretty sad. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate it. They thought that they were playing you, but really they were playing themselves, because there was a chance here lost for them. Thank you. I appreciate that. That definitely makes me feel like what I'm doing is not for nothing, because I have been fighting very hard for a very long time to be able to be here doing this. And it's not just everybody in that realm, it's everybody in this place too, in the physical world. So they really thought that they were playing you, that they were getting one over on you, that they were in some way manipulating, controlling, or getting their way in this situation, when in all actuality, the only person that they were playing was themselves, because you were always meant to figure out the truth of this, and you were always meant to move away from it. They were given a choice, and they had free will on whether or not they attacked you. And because they did, they are now going to be experiencing a lot. There's going to be an example made of them for the actions they've taken and the darkness and pain that they've caused in your life. This person is going to end up having other people find out about what they've done, not just through you, but through other people. And they're not going to be able to get rid of that stigma that is on their name, that fraud-like energy, or that charlatan type of energy. This person may work a lot in black magic as well. Lost time through distractions, health problems, sick family, or constant work needing to be done. And so since they wanted you to be sick, they wanted you to be down, they wanted you to be out, they wanted you to be delayed or stuck in your life so that you would continue to come to them to get what you needed from them, this person is going to be experiencing that themselves in their own life. So that is what I have for your question, and I really hope that this helps you in dealing with what you're dealing with. The best way to allow karma to come in quickly and smoothly is to wash your hands of the situation, to let go of it entirely, and to allow it to be what it is without feeling like you need to control it in any kind of way. And then once you are able to release that energy from your field and let go of it, it can go back where it belongs, to this person who has harmed you. Sometimes that is easier said than done, and I completely understand that. But forgiveness is not necessarily for them, it's for you, so that you can free yourself from that pain and misery. You're welcome, beautiful. And thank you as well. I appreciate you so much. So you and me, you purchased a question. What would you like to hear about today? While I'm waiting, I'm going to continue some of this collective message to you. Exactly. Well, and not only that, honestly, even though this morning they're like, do you still feel like they deserve to be forgiven? It's harder this morning. But yes, love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. Love is love is love, and it doesn't even fucking matter what they do, because at the core is still love. And that's the thing. And that's the thing that they are going to regret most of all once they are out of your lives, is that love that you have that transcends all time and space, all energy. Because they're never going to find another love that fills that void that's left behind by that love they lost with you. I and my Annabelle Lee. I don't know why, but that poem just popped in my head. I really like that poem. I love the movie Holes, too. That's a great movie. And look at the end of that movie. Everybody gets vindicated there, too. I feel like there's going to be a lot of vindication coming. So why have all of us had the same energy coming at us? Because our energy is all connected, collectively. That is one big reason. We are all on a similar path and journey. We're all breaking out of the past karmic cycles, the past strictures, the labels placed on us coming into this planet at birth. We're freeing our minds, our hearts, our souls. And as we free ourselves more each day, and as we raise our vibrations, it raises the vibrations of those who walk beside us every day. And there have been a lot of people that want to keep us from this ascension. Keep us from taking this planet to that next level. I've talked a lot about at times how, like in this country, we used to be the most forward-moving country out of all of them. And we haven't been for a little while now. I wonder if that's partially due to the fact that we keep people alive for so long these days. Because now we got 80-year-olds sitting in our Congress and our Senate, and, you know, they just want to keep bringing that same stale, stagnant, old energy that nobody fucking wants here anymore. We don't want it here anymore. But try telling them that. Think about how hard it was as a child to fight against the older generation and what they think is right. And you're never going to be right when you're in an argument with a lot of those types of people either, where they're just stuck on that and nothing anybody ever says is ever going to be something that could change their mind. So, why have all of us been having the same energy coming at us? The veil, the future. We have things to do in the future. We have things to take care of. Illumination, once again, yes, illuminating. Consciousness, ascension, vibrational raises, letting go of the past and moving into a new future, freeing ourselves from all of the things that were hidden from us and all of the blindnesses that we have had. For a long time, they kept us in a state of blindness, in a state of ego and pride, and in a state of fighting, division, separation, hatred. Hatred for other races or cultures, hatred for other creatures. I have a children's book I wrote on here that's called All Creatures Matter. I was trying to find it earlier. If I remember, I will find it later and I will post that video. I can't remember if it's on this channel or my other channel. I want to think it's on this channel, but I might have posted on both channels, possibly. We are facing these energies at this time so that we can make a decision. Which way do we want to go? In the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, if you guys haven't seen it, this guy and this woman are the same person. She is the demon Glorificus. She's the demon goddess from another dimension. And he is a mortal who is a nurse in school to become a doctor. Sadly, he's attached to that horrible, awful, narcissistic thing inside of him. We all have a shadow and a light within us. We all can choose what direction we wish to go at any time. And a lot of the tests that we are facing at this time are tests of our commitment, are things to help us decide what direction we want to go. Also, she was chasing after this light here, this globe of light, and this globe of light was turned into Buffy's sister, complete with memories since childhood of her being her sister, so that she would care for and protect that energy with her life. So she would sacrifice herself for it if need be. So this demon goddess from another dimension came and attacked her because she was guarding that energy and that light. You have a light within you that is so very important that there are high powers that would like to take it and drain it from you so they can gain more powers themselves. But you are being led down this road that allows you to take a leap of faith that to some people may look really stupid. Look at him getting ready to walk into this grave here. But to trust that all things will be seen. To have hope, faith, joy, optimism, even when the sky is darkest and you can't see the light. To find that light within you so you can shine it bright and lead others forward. Your true colors are beautiful. That part in that movie where the dark bubble guy, Branch, where his raininess and grumpiness and assholeness and negativity throughout the entire movie, the moment he sees her lose all of her light, that was when it was suddenly important for him to turn on this light. So a lot of the reasons that a lot of us are being attacked so heavily right now too is so that these energies that are in this negative energy, when they see us fall into that negative energy, they will jump into their light to try to pull us back out of it. To save them from the edge of that cliff heading to that grave there. And to pull them back to the light. That is a lot of the reason right there. There have been a few people that I've been around that has happened with. Of course, they have done some things that are too bad in this moral world to be able to pull out of any of the consequences for it. But it's not this mortal soul that we need to worry about anyway. It's the immortal one. And they learned the lessons that they needed to learn in this life to be able to come back next time and do things differently. So, I feel like a lot of my collective are the people that will not be coming back again. That this is the last time that you will be here. And you are on your way to Ascended Master when you're done here. If you make the choice to follow your purpose and your path and stay committed to it, to bring the impacts and changes you're meant to bring to this planet in this lifetime. You're welcome, sweetheart, and thank you as well. Thank you, Tori. I appreciate it. Till you get there, I'm going to continue the collective reading. So, dirty deeds. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. What's funny is this reminds me of, yeah. So there's definitely a black magic practitioner that has been being hired in a lot of your lives for extremely small prices. Of course, they didn't realize what they were going to be coming up against either. To cause confusion. To open you up to manipulation. Somebody may have actually even manipulated this person as well to gain their services. To cause you to shut up. Somebody wanted you to shut up. You could have had suicidal energy sent towards you. You could have had persecution sent towards you. People attacking you. People lashing out at you. People distracting your peace. People trying to come into your peaceful zones or areas or time and pull you out of it. People trying to disturb your sleep or cause you to be restful or restless or nervous or worried or afraid. There has definitely been a lot of evil eye energy directed towards you, but you are very protected, extremely protected. Protected especially from persecution or attacks in the spiritual realm. Nothing is breaking through this wall. At times there might be a little bit that seeps through so that you can see just what you're being protected from and how strong it is. Especially if you forget for a minute to be grateful for the protection that you do have. Reconciling, coming back together, reciprocity, equality, equal to give and take, fond memories, root work. So somebody's been doing root work on you, 66, to try to cause a reconciliation with you, to try to cause you to want to make peace with them, to try to cause you to come back to them. To give you false memories of happiness and joy in this connection, 77. Don't look back now. One step at a time. Keep moving forward. It's not time to look back. So if you've been looking back lately and you've been wanting to rekindle or go back to people in your life that have hurt you, used you, abused you, that have been very two-faced, talking trash about you or pretending to be a friend when actually they were a snake. Somebody could have actually even been trying to silence a child in your life as well about the things that have been happening. Hi. You can ask a question, sweetheart. Send payment and throw your question down there and I will answer it. I'm probably going to be on here for about another half hour or so. So, maybe 45 minutes between you and Tori and the rest of the collective should be good. My dad wanted to be an eagle when he left this world. You got that evil eye, but I got that eagle eye view and see you trying to send through that bad energy. Somebody is very protected by their ancestors on the other side, especially if you have a father over there. There could definitely be a sibling involved in this. There could be somebody that you may have thought of as a child. This wouldn't be a blood child. I mean, there could be. But I'm feeling more somebody you may have thought of as a child. Somebody who could have been a best friend to you. Somebody that you may have adopted as a mother of sorts. There could have been somebody that was heavily involved in addictions as well. There could even be some of the more powerful people in the place that you're residing that have been doing this in the background as well to cover up their own crimes. 78. It still came out pretty good. 88. I was born in 88, as far as I know. Yeah, somebody's definitely been trying to distort your view of how your relationship or connection went with them in the past. This could definitely be a sister for some of you. Maybe you started exposing some of the things that they have done, or some of the ways they've behaved, or some of the actions that they have taken. And they didn't want any more exposed than had already been seen. There could be a mother-in-law energy here as well that is trying to keep you or a child silent about things that are going on in a home. Somebody may be trying to cause chaos, drama, fights, arguments. They could be trying to cause you to run into a brick wall everywhere you turn. You're welcome, beautiful. Have the confidence to break your silence. You never know what may be lost without your voice. So, this person cannot take the power that you have within you unless you give it away. They can do things outside you externally, sure, but they cannot take or shake that power within you unless you give it to them, unless you let them take it away, unless you let them turn you cold or bitter or angry or hurtful or vengeful. They cannot take that away. Do not hold back your pain. Do not hold back the feelings that you feel and the emotions within you that are real. Those are some of the most important things. It's why every song sings. When you hold back those most vulnerable, deep emotions of yours, it can turn into that anger. And that could be part of the reason why these people are doing this too. Is to try to cause you to be out of your own energy. And then this energy of darkness. So that they could be like, look, see, I told you. They're just like me. Or look, see, I told you. They're nothing special. Or whatever the case may be. Trapping you. Trapping that wisdom you hold within. That light you hold within. That beauty. That imagination that you have. And it's time to free it. It's time to cleanse your energy. It's time to cry it out. It's time to feel that pain over the losses you've experienced. But to also realize that there was less good in these situations than you want to believe. And I know it's hard to not want to believe, 58, that there was good in these situations. I was asking myself the other day how I could still love someone who literally tried to kill me. How? And why do I have to be that kind of person? Because fuck, that sucks. So much hate, it's hard to see. These people have... Whew, their mirror is just clouded by hate, shattered by hate. The illusions they see in front of them spin to win. This person felt like in doing what they were doing, they were going to win in some way. They were going to get something back good in some way. And I feel like for a lot of you, that was you back in their life and back in their energy. This person may even hate you for something that happened in childhood. They could hate you because of the distorted views they have of you in childhood, or the distorted view they have of your childhood. They may see your childhood as something that's very loving, very pure, where you had good communicators around you, where it was sunny all the time and joyful and happy and positive. But they don't know what the fuck was hidden behind those walls of that house. They don't know what you went through. They don't know what footprints you had to walk through to get the strength that you have gained, which usually takes a lot. It can be. It's a blessing and a curse. Everything that we have that's a gift, it's a blessing and a curse. It has both sides. Just like empathy. Empathy can be a blessing and a curse. When you hurt somebody, you feel that pain as deeply as they do. There's a difference between loving unconditionally and allowing people to continue hurting you continually as well, though. So, and that's all we can do is, it hurts when you have that unconditional love and that beautiful empathy that's encompassing you in that way. It hurts to walk away. It took me 8 months to walk away from a particular person being mentioned in this reading that is energetically present and leading me to some of the clues that are here. 8 months of them telling me, walk away, walk away, walk away. Damn it, would you walk away? Tell me why I need to walk away. I don't want to walk away. I love her and I don't want to. Thank you, beautiful. You can throw your question down there at any time, sweetheart. So, they may have been trying to get an entire community of people to come against you in some way as well, to see you as bad or dark or negative. 88 again. Remembrance, the lamp. And a lot of the reason they wanted this to happen, they wanted you to be left out in the cold, alone, miserable, hopeless, lost, so that you would come to them. Because maybe you would feel like that was the only outlet and the only place to go. What they didn't realize is how resilient you are, how strong you are, how capable you are of standing on your own. Because I feel like the majority of you, you've been on your own most of your life. That's where this person is wrong. This person probably had a better childhood than you in a lot of ways. Because they probably actually had parents that were around. They may have even grown up in a more middle class energy, where you might have grown up in a lower class. Or if that's not it, then they may have grown up with more attention or more people present in their household, where you may not have had the support or people around you backing you. Your life may have been a different variety of hurt and pain that you went through, but it was no less hard and hurtful or painful than what they had to go through. And it was no less hard for you to be able to build a life out of the mess that was laying at your feet. Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. So, they were trying to affect your ability to work with people. There could definitely have been things stuck in people's food, too, as well. They could have even been trying to cause you, if you're normally a really good cook, they could have been trying to cause you to mess up the things that you were cooking. Maybe even mess up the part that you were adding to certain groups or certain situations, causing you to feel like you were unreliable, irresponsible, or causing others to see you that way in some way. trick or treat, mischief, and play. This person was having a good time playing with you. I think they felt like it was better playing with you in this way than not being able to play with you at all. They could still be a part of your life. They also just really wanted you to believe that there was a lot of goodness and purity in the connection you had. This is reminding me too, my older sister was a Gemini, and not my oldest one, second oldest. There was a lot of, she went through a lot of darkness as a kid, but she definitely put out a lot of it as a teenager. At the same time, she turned into somebody that also helped to save people from flooding when it happened. So, I mean, some people do come out of it. But in my family when I was younger, there was a lot of things that just are not jokes, that were seen as jokes, that were taken as jokes, or that were used as jokes. There was one time when we went Halloween shopping when I was younger, and I got this Halloween costume. It was one of the first ones that had like blood in the skeleton mask kind of thing in the 90s. It was a pretty awesome costume. I was pretty excited about it. And we get back to the house. I had watched so many horror movies at that point, though, that, you know, I was pretty desensitized, stuff like that. Some people don't get desensitized. Some people, it really fucks them up. So we get back home, and they're like, "Okay, put on your costume, Danielle, and we're going to run in the house, and we're going to tell them that the monster got you, and then come in a few minutes." So they ran in the house, and they told my little brother that the monster got me. And he's freaking out, and I come in the house, and he freaked out. He lost his shit. He ran down the hallway, and he climbed up on top of the washing machine, and he was curled up in a ball crying. This could definitely be a thing where they have been sent. It's been like you've been living in a horror movie for such a long time at this point. You could be going through a lot of PTSD from this, or you may in the future. Thank you, Samya. And you can just throw your question down below when you're ready. It's kind of like, you know, the fact that my phone is tapped, and I tested that theory about 3 months ago. Actually, it's been about 4 or 5 at this point. I messaged a whole bunch of random weird shit to myself, and then I mentioned shit about the cops in town. And before I sent it, I was standing outside my door because I knew they were going to show up. I didn't even get to the end of the street, and there was 3 cops there. Yet, when there was a guy stalking me for 2 fucking weeks, I finally called the cops after everybody had been telling me to call the cops for like a week. When I finally let people in on it. And it took them 45 minutes to get there at 1:30 at night when we have nothing going on in this town ever. And I was a block away from the fucking police station. And it took them the time it took me to walk down that street to get there when I sent that stuff on my phone. But I wanted to know. And it's an illegal watch because I haven't done a damn thing. They're going to pay for it. It's not cool, especially with all the other crap I've had going on the last couple years and the fact that they didn't do anything about it. And the PTSD I already had from some of that shit, and then they're doing that on top of it. Yeah. 4 of Cups, 8 of Stakes, 10 of Scythes. This person wanted you to be in this younger energy, this carefree, I don't give a shit about anything or anyone kind of energy. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. Because they wanted you to be taken down. They also wanted you to remember this situation as something that was fun, something that brought you a lot of joy, something that made you feel youthful and energetic, and something that made you feel like you could do anything. This person sent a lot your way, a lot of attacks your way, especially energetically. It was a very strong betrayal of somebody that you loved very deeply. They didn't want you to be able to turn away from that love, to be able to end this. But in order to close this portal, she had to shove that sword through the person she loved most in the world. Because he had lost his soul and he had decided to open this portal that was going to suck the entire world into a demon dimension. And she couldn't let that happen, and his blood would close it. So she shoved that sword in him and let him be taken to that demon dimension. And sacrificed him and the love that she had for him right when he came back. Because she watched his eyes shift and she knew that his soul was back in him. Her friends had succeeded at bringing his soul back. But it was too late. And she knew it was too late. What was done was already done, and she had to take care of the problem. And the only way to do that was to make that sacrifice, even if she didn't want to. And they didn't want you to have the strength to be able to make that sacrifice. They didn't want you to be able to cut off those connections. They didn't want you to be able to walk away from those situations or to free yourself. So, their karma for causing you to have to lose so much, be in so much pain, turn against the ones that you love because they had decided to be your enemies. When you threatened the order and control this person had over their life and yours, they did whatever they had to get it back. I did not realize I put those back in the bag. But they came out again. Under extreme emotional duress, super stressed, and PTSD combined. They thought that they were playing you, but really they were playing themselves. Chance lost. How did it all for? So definitely, that goes definitely towards you and me as well. Illness and hardship comes knocking at their door. Darkness and depression, despair will find them. They will have a hard time escaping as the guilt and shame hits them in their lowest moment. Once again with that, they are going to be filled with empathy energy. This person is going to have to be filled with empathy and see and recognize the pain, hurt, and despair that they have caused others around them. You will surpass them in every way. Envy will consume them. Can't do it like you, seen as a fraud. So because this person could not take you down, because this person could not become you, because this person could not morph themselves into you, AI replica is coming to mind again, because this person could not copy your moves, replicate your energy, could not distort everybody's view, this person's going to be being seen as a fraud. Because this person could not do the same things as you, could not create the same results as you, and couldn't even create their own results. People are going to be seeing that what they are putting out is not what needs to be followed, or seen or heard. It's not an example that they should be a part of. So, they're definitely going to be going through it. This person is also going to have a very hard time speaking or expressing themselves as well. They're not going to know what to say or how to deal with situations currently in their life. So, let's see. Grow with Tori. Single. And there's a guy that you fancy a little bit. Just a crush. So, what is his energy towards you? Let me cleanse this other energy out for a second. Take a couple breaths. Relax my energy. Pull back from those people's energy because holy shit. Yeah. So, what is this crush of yours energy towards you? What is his energy towards Tori? Often overlooked, but totally golden. Shocking events lit up. Exposure. Transformation. Your transformation has been beautiful. Amazing. There are so many things about you that this person finds to be unique and only a part of you. This person may feel confused about how to go forward or unsure of what steps to take, but they definitely feel like they want to come towards you. Like they want to transform this situation in some way. Shocking events lit up. Exposure. Listen, the signs are speaking to you. They feel like the signs are definitely speaking to you. Like you have a lot of information that not everyone has. Skeleton. Strength. They feel like you are full of strength, stability, and this strength goes back ages. It goes back to your roots. It goes back to your ancestors. That you have a lot of people in the spiritual realm on your side. The song that's coming to mind right now is Friends on the Other Side. They don't necessarily feel that in a bad way, but they may be somewhat intimidated by it though. Because I don't feel like they feel it in a bad way, but they may be a little bit intimidated by some of the gifts that you have. How easily you're able to see through them. Queen of Scythes, you're very intelligent. She is actually the teacher of, she's the computer teacher, and she does a lot of like coding and hacking and things like that. And she also, not only that, is a magnificent witch as well. So they could definitely feel like you are very good with technology, very good with the modern world, very good with computers and computer literacy. You may even be a very good teacher when it comes to a lot of that, but you are also very good with those long lost things. The dead and gone. Dead and gone, dead and gone. I've been traveling down this road too long, and all my homies dead and gone, dead and gone. They may feel like you have lost a lot on this path, but that this path is extremely important to you. A forensic psychologist, what is that? A forensic, what is that? The person who does crime scene investigations, for some reason just popped into my mind. They may feel like you'd be very good at working in a field like that, or working with the FBI in some sort of way. The Six of Stakes. They feel like you deserve a lot of recognition. You deserve a lot of success. They feel like you've been attacked a lot, hurt a lot, targeted a lot, but that you didn't necessarily deserve this. But they also feel like people have brought out that dark side of you before. I don't know if this person's actually seen it or not, but I don't feel like they would like to see it. Because they know just as much light as you possess is just as much darkness you can have on the other side of the coin. They may feel like they definitely don't want to mess with anyone that you love. And if they do, or if they brought hurt or pain, or God forbid death to anybody that you love, they feel like you would transform before their eyes into something that they didn't even recognize. Love Me or Hate Me by Webby is what just came into my mind too. Awesome. You gotta dig a little deeper and find out who you are. That's one of my favorite songs in that one. You gotta dig a little deeper. It really ain't that far. And I told them just as I be telling you. It's all inside you. This person definitely feels like you are fucking magnificent. You can be a pivotal character in the fight for good or the fight for evil, depending on what you decide to choose. So they not only see your light side, but they see your shadow side as well. They are not placing you on a pedestal. They're seeing you for who you are and what you are. And at the same time, I feel like I'm going to grab one more card. Yeah. They have a lot of hidden emotions for you at this time. They feel like you're a very responsible person who has a lot of responsibilities on your plate, that you're creating a very strong legacy. And they also see that you are going to be very connected to wealth throughout your life. They also feel a lot of love for you. They feel like you would be somebody that would be committed, loyal, stable, strong, that would be there to back them up if they needed it. But they also feel like you're very loving, beautiful, kind, and caring. And once again, this is the opposite card to the first one that came out. This is light willow, and this is dark willow. After she experiences that darkness, her darkest dark that she could possibly ever go, that's when she experiences her lightest light. When she changes it from there is one chosen one in all the world to every chosen one that will ever be chosen is now allowed to share that power and unite and come together to face that darkness. They feel like you would be somebody good to have on their side, no matter what side they are on. As long as they were on your side. Insomnia. Who is doing magic? I knew I brought these out for a reason. Weird energies for years now, like someone is trying to break your passion for things that you do and things that you want in your life. So, let's see who is trying to break your passion or your inspiration, or if it's something going on inside of you at this time. If there's somebody that you've had some sort of court dealings with, or if there's somebody who feels like they received karma because of you, they may be blaming it on you instead of taking their own blame and accepting their karma. You're welcome, Tori. Thank you as well, beautiful. Thank you guys all today for making a purchase. And if anybody donated or any of the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, whatever support you guys show my way, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. MK. This could be somebody in your family. This could definitely be somebody that is having dealings with the law, or that you have had to deal with the law in some way in the past. Somebody who's very argumentative, pig-headed, always needs to be right. Somebody who's shallow, doesn't have very big perspectives or a very open mind. This is actually somebody that you have sent a lot of inspiration towards, that you've tried to lift up in some sort of way. But this person kind of likes to be in their lower vibrational energy. This could be somebody that's extremely jealous of you. This could definitely be somebody that had a crush on you at one point, or you may have been in a partnership with at one point. This could be somebody currently around you, or this could be, there could definitely be like a, I don't know if you've been married before or in a relationship before, and their mother may have been extremely, it's weird how those mother-son dynamics work out sometimes. She could have been very possessive over her child, or thinks her child only deserves the best and kind of felt like you were less than what they deserved. They could have even felt very jealous over the attention that you took away from them. And it may not even be a mother-in-law. It could be a friend's mother too. Could be somebody, it's somebody, they want to rock the boat for you. If there's been like a lot of chaos or drama or conflict going on, a lot of fighting or arguing going on, especially in a connection you've been making recently, and it may not even be like, it's not like this new person's parent, because obviously not, because, you know, you said it's been going on for a while anyway. I feel like it is a past person's parent. Or even a past person. Maybe this person is angry that you chose to walk away from their child. And you may have chose to walk away because of some sort of abuse that was going on or taking place. Or because it was just toxic in general. And you were done dealing with that. You wanted to be able to heal. You wanted to be able to grow. You wanted to be able to explore and break out of whatever box you felt like you were being shoved into. And this person did not like the way that you hurt their child. C-R-U, scorned mother. Mother destroyer, yeah, one in the same. Pleased to meet ya. Okay. Oh, okay, there is an M here. I was like, I know there was an M here. We got crumbs. So this could be somebody that feeds you crumbs, that only gives you a little bit, that only allows you enough. Somebody could actually be being paid to come in and do this, to breadcrumb you, or to ghost you, to use you or hurt you or manipulate you in some way, to cause you to be out of your normal, positive, bubbly, beautiful vibrations, and to be in a lower, downcast energy, feeling ashamed or doubtful or fearful of what's in front of you. W-E, we. So it might actually even be an ex and their parent. G-V-Z, or like an ex-friend and their parent. K-Z, X, Y, X-Y-Z. Your zipper's down. This person could be trying to embarrass you as well. Trying to cause you to be in situations that make you feel uncomfortable. D-H, H-D-T-V. G-Y. Monetize. Yeah, targeting. G-Q-F-L. This could be somebody in your family. I feel like if it's family, though, it's distant. It's definitely, I'm pulling on mostly a female energy. There may be a male energy. I feel like there is a few, though. Like there's a few people that have been trying to take your inspiration or your imagination. Oh, I'm so sorry it went off as soon as I started. Definitely could be a few people that are kind of targeting you in the background for hidden reasons. There's something. Death, sex, taxes, mysteries. A death of somebody could have caused a lot of this. It could even be the death of a parent could have caused a lot of it. You might have went through a massive transformation when somebody really important to you passed away. You were leveling up, growing, wanting to experience new things, wanting to see things or do things before you're done here. I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I swore to keep her, and I took those chances I'd been denying. Someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. I Hope You Dance is another song that's coming to mind right now. Whoever this is that you lost wants you to not give a shit about what's going on and to live your life, to pull your focus, your energy, and your power back to you, to call it home, because it's yours to hold. Hugs, energy, crumbling, folding, fumbling. This could definitely be somebody who fumbled you, somebody who kind of destroyed any chance that they would have left with you. But definitely there is like a mother figure that is upset that you have hurt their child. Somebody's very protective over their family, and especially this one child, because this child is their golden child. This could be somebody that has a fair amount of narcissistic energy within them. And this could actually even be somebody that mentioned something about you possibly being narcissistic when they very first met you as well. Xena. Xena the warrior princess. When pigs fly. Yeah, this person is going to win about the time that pigs fly. Energy work. You really need to do some energy work to take some time for you, away from the world. In nature would be best. Maybe even just getting outside your town, even if you can't like go very far, but just outside of your town or the space that you're in. Cleanse your space, cleanse yourself. I cleanse and clear this energy. From their drama, I'm now free. I cleanse and clear this energy. From their negativity, I'm now free. I cleanse and clear this energy from their fatigue. I am now free. They cannot win this fight. I call on my ancestors' spiritual might. Dumbstruck and in awe. These people have really been trying to cause you to feel like you cannot make it in whatever it is that you're doing. Trying to cause you to feel like you have no ideas left or no inspiration left, no positivity, no joy, no happiness. They may have even tried to separate you from those that you love the most in this world. I feel like this is all to hide things that they have done in the background as well. These fights, these arguments, these techniques that they're using, or these people that they may be paying or pushing to come in to do things. It's all to hide whatever happens surrounding somebody passing away in your life. Why are they doing this? Starved for affection, dealing with cold, manipulating, calculating, and emotionally abusive people. Lied about their past to gain your trust and then betrayed that trust. Their mask is broken. No one believes their fake energy anymore. I wanted to reach my full potential and you were in the way. I felt like you owned me. I took I felt like you owed me, and I took what I thought was fair. So whoever this person is, they felt like you breadcrumbed them or ghosted them. They felt like you took your affection back, you took your love back, you blocked them out of your life in some way, which you did, rightfully so. They lied about everything in their past. They used that to gain your trust, and then they betrayed your trust. This person was in competition with you instead of working with you as a partner. And this person is no longer going to be being believed by anyone around them, because that mask that they've had on and so perfectly in place for so long is cracking, and it's being removed. And what's underneath it is being seen. More money, same problems. Less money, same problems. So this person may have even been trying to pull those that you love away from you with money, or manipulate them with money. Now we'll go down with this ship, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be. So this person decided that if they couldn't have you, nobody could. They decided if they were going to have to go down with this ship, you were going to go down with this ship too. And I'm hunting you. There's a song, what is it? Wolves by Jake Daniels, I think, possibly. The light after the darkness. So new energy is going to be coming in. This darkness is going to fade away. And a lot of what is going to cause it to fade away is you no longer feeding it energy. From today forward, your mind is going to be freed more and more every day from this energy or the activities of these people and the distractions that they're causing in your life. You're going to be taking some extra time for self-care, self-love, and to do the things that you enjoy doing. You're no longer going to be ashamed of what it is that you want to grow in your garden, what it is that you want to do. Follow your arrow wherever it goes. I know that was way off from the song, but people are going to say what they're going to say. They're going to do what they're going to do, no matter what you're doing. There's going to be good and bad coming your way, no matter what you're doing. So lean more into your energy and what makes you passionate, what drives you, what fills you with joy, what fills you with happiness and hope. And in the darkness, look for that light and look for that hope and look for that joy, because there will be a dawn breaking in the near future that is going to cause you a lot of that happiness and joy as well. Soul friend passed all her drum sisters made up reasons to be mad because we spent all the time with each other, and now they're going around bad-mouthing me when really I should have gained. I get that. I've had a lot of that in my life too. There's probably a lot of people here right now that feel like they can connect and resonate to that specific question as well. Everyone's protected, but our guides can choose to protect that or to take that protection down at any time, which is why we shouldn't get too cocky either or out of that humble energy, because at the end of the day, we are working towards something good. And when we start shifting that energy towards working towards something bad, and we make one mistake too many, our guides could decide to cut off our protection. And I feel like at points when these people cross over those lines, they do decide to pull back that protection and that energy. We all have the same ancestors. If we trace them all back to the beginning of time, we all came from the same place. So it's like parents trying to choose sides between their children. But these parents can see even better than our intuitions allow us to see with our children. Thank you, beautiful. Love to you as well. So we are going to get a final message here about the energies we need to stay in and focus on, and about what is going to be causing these level ups in our lives. You're welcome, beautiful. Thank you as well. I really appreciate all of you guys and all your support this morning. Thank you. Others openly bullied you. They tried to make you feel completely alone in a cruel world. One or two may have hoped that you would commit suicide to solve their problem. You. Don't let them win. Stay here and succeed, because it will eat them alive. You always step up and you always step in. You never look the other way. Loud and proud, keep it up. Others may not like it, but that's because they want their abuse to stay hidden. Don't back down, and you never do anyway, so it doesn't even need to be said. You seem to be so happy and like you are on the best path for you. Don't let others bully you into giving up. Once again, just don't give up. Don't allow yourself to be pulled into the pit of despair and darkness. And trust me, it is hard for me at times too to stay out of that. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. I don't care what they're going to say. The cold never bothered me anyway. There's been a reading I've been meaning to do for a couple weeks. I made it one day and it glitched out, but it saved the reading on there so I can start it anytime, and I haven't actually got around to doing it because it pissed me off that day. And it is about, who are we kidding? The cold always bothered us. That's the problem and the solution. Because the cold does bother us. But at the same time, we don't have to allow it to take us down or to destroy us either. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Allow it to give you a moment to pause, to breathe, to reflect, to check into you, to take care of things you need to do. Things like that. Vampire, emotional intelligence. It's amazing that emotional intelligence can be used in such a good way and such a negative way too. It's all in your intentions. Your intentions are the most important part about whether or not something is a blessing or a curse, or whether or not something you're doing is good or evil. Say somebody breaks into somebody's house and kills them. Okay, this can be looked at many different ways. If that's all the information you knew, what conclusions would you jump to without even diving into it further? By looking at the cover of that book, somebody broke into somebody's house and killed them. I know there's a lot of conclusions jumping to your mind right now. A lot of judgments, a lot of opinions, but you don't even have the facts. Now let's say this person broke into this house to rob people and killed them. Okay, some of those conclusions you jumped to might actually fit. Now say this person broke into the house of the person who molested their children and killed them. Do those same judgments fit from the beginning of that? And I mean, really, when you think about it, it's still somebody killing somebody. But the way you felt about it shifted dramatically when the circumstances were presented in front of you. So it may be time to pause and take a break until more information comes to light for you. Strength and the Emperor. At first, Buffy thought that Dawn was the darkness, was the evil, because her memories were shifted and replaced and altered to include Dawn in as her sister, so she would protect her because of that ball of light energy thing we were talking about earlier that was so important. They turned her into Buffy's sister, made from her own flesh, made from her own blood. It's almost like her daughter, in a way. At first, she thought she was the evil one because she started to realize that she was the one that everything was connected to. But upon closer inspection, she was not the evil one. There was a lot more going on behind the scenes that she hadn't seen yet, but she was very paranoid about it. She was worried about it. She was even kind of lashing out a little bit, controlling her. Also, she was trying to control her and keep her from doing anything because she was constantly worried about her getting hurt, constantly trying to regulate everything that she was doing instead of allowing her to fight some of her own battles. And sometimes everybody has to be left to fight their own battles. So there may also be a need as well for you to invite your ancestors in when you want them to help you on situations, because a lot of times they will stand back until you ask for that help because they're trying to give you the respect of being able to fight this fight and being able to stand on your own and figure it out. But when you ask for that help, they will gladly step in and bring you those answers that you need. Hi, Toth Point. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. So that is what we have for today's reading, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading, honestly. And yeah, I'm feeling better about today. I hope you guys are as well. I hope this puts your mind to rest and allows you to be in a more peaceful state in the future. So thank you guys so much for being here. Whatever you do to support my channel, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, making purchases, making donations, checking out my poetry channel and seeing what you think of it. The link for that is StoryTime down in the description box below. Thank you guys, by the way. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Good luck with these new transformations coming in. It's going to be beautiful.